Does your team have 9 shortstops? 2 tips to avoid it. I found myself watching baseball last night. In baseball, like many sports, in order to be successful, you need a very diverse set of skills. Without a blend of speed, power, agility, creativity, and drive on your team, competitors will soon find a weakness and they'll exploit it. As I watched the game, I started thinking about one of the groups I worked with recently. They were all very similar. They had similar communication styles, they were roughly the same age, and their backgrounds were far more similar than they were different. The program went well, and everyone thoroughly enjoyed each other for the day, but I started wondering, did they really learn from each other, or did they just enjoy each other? Back to baseball for a moment. As a manager, do you want a team with the skills of 9 shortstops, or do you want a team with a well-balanced set of skills, beliefs, styles, and past experiences? I would argue that diversity in style, approach, task completion, work history, achievements, and goals will raise your team's overall performance. But how do we achieve it? Sometimes it comes down to being able to separate styles, those that you are comfortable with, from styles that you are not comfortable with. Here are 2 small things to consider when building your team. First, consider substance over communication style. As managers, and frankly as people, we're often drawn to people who are like us. They make us comfortable. We feel okay when we're around them, and we often feel like we have a connection to them. I've managed hundreds of salespeople, and the ones who I remember the best are those who achieved success in a way in which I never could have imagined nor duplicated myself. They weren't like me, but in so many ways, so much better. They gave their teammates unique perspective and drove them to raise their games. Don't let someone's style cloud your assessment of what they can achieve. Second, differentiate being driven from being able to drive. Past performance is not always an indicator of future success. I've seen lots of people who were in the right place at the right time and made the most of an advantageous position, which drove them to great success. Then when they were placed in a new and unfamiliar position without the same tailwinds, they couldn't find their own drive to persevere. I would much prefer someone who has produced above average results in many different areas for a sustained period of time versus a superstar who achieved extraordinary results at one point in time. Style and drive are hard to spot because they can be masked. It's easy to pick out the differences on a baseball team, as each position requires slightly different skills and physical characteristics. In reality, we want a similar level of diversity that would be required for a successful baseball team. But to find it, we have to be a little bit creative. How do you find your best candidates and ensure you don't have 9 shortstops? Talk to us about how we can help you hire outside of your comfort zone.